Good morning everyone. Today we're looking at another one of the sort of more budget style watches. We're going to be looking at another BiDen watch. The reason I'm looking at this one is it's quite popular on Amazon, so I thought I'd see what all the hype is essentially. We're going to look at the BiDen 239 SML. I'm not sure what the actual name of the watch is. Didn't specify online when you're searching it. A nice pouch, nice line stitching, got sort of an ash grey theme to it, nice jet black button down essentially, and the BiDen print on the front. Usually inside the BiDen package you get quite a lot of sort of extras, such as the adjustment pin. This one doesn't have to be as packed as I thought it'd be, but no matter. So here we go guys, this is the BiDen 239. The homage to the two-tone Submariner essentially, but with the chronograph dials. So it's a 43mm case diameter with a 10mm case thickness, retails at just £25 and weighs 168 grams. Uses a quartz movement as well. So let's have a look at the dial here. So the dial is a sunray blue dial, as you can see from the light reflecting around it inside there. Fully luminous hands, fully luminous increments, and a chronograph with 24-hour readout and a date dial. So lots of little sort of added components to the watch as well. We'll have a look at the functionality of them in a minute. Inside the actual face, you've got the sort of markings for the minutes as well. Just adds a bit more extra depth to the watch. You get free atmospheric water resistance with this. And the actual lume on the hands is fluorescent powder. I think that's just a nickname for lume, but there could be a variation, but I'm not going to go too far into that. And you get your 3D scale mark on the bezel here. So let's take a look at the chronograph. Are they just for show? Actually, we'll have a look at the crown first, and then maybe there might be some movement to the chronograph after that. So looking at the crown, you've got a 2-position crown. I'm at the 2nd position now, and it's a little bit flimsy, but there is a bit of feedback to the actual crown. So doesn't feel tinny or anything when you're moving it around. It hands move a little bit quick, but then there's gonna be a quality falling down somewhere with the watch for £25. Yeah, they just move quite quick, and you can see that 24-hour readout just turning around in the right-hand side sub-dial there. That's quite nice there. It's a little bit, yes, is it difficult to access? No, it's not really difficult to access this crown because of this enhanced crown protection, because there is a gap underneath, so you can just put your finger on it. A nice date dial. It's got a bit of a sort of a tinny sound to it, as you can hear. But it's okay. I don't mind that. Doesn't feel too bad. And a simple push down. So it's overall, it seems to be put together well. Not the best, but then it's put together in a nice enough way. Yes, the chronograph does work. I just thought there would be a bit more feedback on the buttons. There's not a lot. It's like pressing on solid metal that doesn't move. It's quite, and you can see it moving around there. You can see that there, just ticking around. There's not a lot of feedback, and as you can see, the chronograph doesn't quite reset to the 0. I'm not sure if this is just an issue with this one, but it's something to bear in mind when ordering one, if you're going to order one. So come out to the bezel. It's quite a tinny style bezel. You can see it's unidirectional with a lot of playback when you move back. You move back an entire minute essentially. So just be wary of that if you're buying it for diving purposes. And obviously there's a bit of playback there. Most watches have a bit of play, but this one's got quite a bit of it. And even then it jumps back a whole other increment. So just be careful when rotating that around. So the casing's got full gold-plated IP plating on where the gold bits are. You've got a nice chrome effect on the buttons as well as the chronograph and the bezel itself. It's quite a traditional style bezel, really, this Submariner bezel. Coming out to the strap, a 20mm two-tone strap. But it does here and sound quite tinny. It's adjustable by little tiny screws on the side. They're usually bigger screws on oyster style straps, but then this is obviously a cheaper style, and yeah, it's not all going to be the same, I suppose. So coming down to the buckle, let's see if there's a good quality on the buckle. So the buckle was unmarked, double fold over buckle, safety buckle with 2 push button deployments, revealing a cheaper stainless steel interior component here. See what it clicks down like. There isn't really a click down. It didn't really, it's in, and it didn't click at all. It could just be to do with this model. That feels quite light as well when you push that back down. A little bit of room for adjustment on the actual clasp if you need it. Come on to the back plate. Finally. So there you go, little view of the back plate on the back there. So there you go guys, that is the BiDen 239.